So in this spreadsheet, we've got months, all the months of the year, and we've got visitor data for each of 1, 2, 3, 4 different spa places: natural springs, pools, Turkish baths, and hot rocks spa. Over here we have the total number of visitors at all 4 of the areas for January, and down here we have the total number for all visitors in a given year to each of the 4 places. So we want to insert a pie chart, and we've got a pie chart over here, but it's not giving us good information. We can't really tell what it means. And if we look at the data that it came from, we've got our labels, which is great. With a pie chart, you're showing parts of a whole. So having the whole year in there is not going to help. What we want is this row and this row right here. So I'm going to delete this. And let's go insert a new chart. I'm going to highlight this, and if we want to highlight non-adjacent cells, I'm going to hold my control key down and highlight the places and the totals. And then I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to pick a chart. Let's do a 2D chart. That'll work. So that shows us that most of our visitors go to pools, and then natural hot springs. A few go to the hot rock spa, and a few go to the Turkish baths, but that gives us a quick visual of how many people are going to which place in our spa. So we've got a similar issue going on here with our total monthly usage. If we want to pull the total monthly usage, here's our total column, and here are our months. And so we want to pull this information and this information together into a chart. So let's delete this chart, and again I'm going to use my control key to select non-adjacent cells. I think I might do this. I don't want to pull this total row in because this total row tells me how many visitors I have had at each one of the places, not how many visitors I've had in each of the months. And so then we're going to insert a 3D clustered column chart. You know what? That's, if I look at what it's given me, it's not giving me what I want. So I must have chosen the wrong data. Let's try it this way. Now this is sort of like what it was chosen there for that pie chart. Let's see what this gives us. A4 through E16. We're going to do the clustered column chart. That looks good. So that tells us how many visitors in each month. And now we get this extra tab up here. We want to format this a little bit because if you'll notice, we have a little bit of blank space at the top. So we want to format this a little bit. So I'm going to format this vertical axis. I click on it, and then I'm in my chart tools, and I can format this selection. So our maximum, instead of being 1,000, let's make our maximum 900. And then you can see that that takes care of that extra blank line we had on the top and gives us a little more information down here. We could, 100 for each of our units. I think that works. And we can have our minimum start at, maybe have our minimum start at 25. See if that does anything. Yeah, maybe. Or have our minimum start at 15. See how that looks. Adjust 10. That looks a little better. So that's how you adjust the formatting there. And here's the third chart that we were trying to pull. And this one, for the line chart, you do want to pull this column and control key down and the total column like that. And then we're going to go to the insert tab, and we're going to insert a line chart. Let's do 2D line chart. And so I'm sort of going over them to see which one looks better. I kind of like the one with the dots in it. That shows us each month. So what this is showing us is for each month. It's similar to our sparklines. It's showing us how many visitors we had total for each month. And just like we had before, I want to edit things a little bit to make the top, we can make the top 2100 and make the minimum 100. That didn't work. Our units are too big. Let's make our units 500 and make our minor units 100. That should work. We make these 1,000. Anyway, you can mess around with those to see what you want. The minimum should probably be 500. Oh, that looks better. How about 600? So you can mess around with it and make it look like you want it to. I'm just showing you what happens there. But this chart, what it's doing is showing us the number of visitors for each month total in all of the areas of the park. So there are some other formatting things that you need to do here, including naming the axes perhaps and changing the chart titles, but that's how you get the charts, and the other part is just details.